Grandma Forever, Mary, Dottie, Midnight Intuition, Kathy. What are y'all doing up at this time of night? But I had to come on. I had to come on for a minute because I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I had to come on. Okay. Because I'm too excited to sleep on it. Okay. Hear me out. Now, I've been listening to all these psychics and whatnots. Okay. Well, you're just in time. Hey, Blue Rose. Okay, but I've been listening to all these folks, okay, and these people, and they're talking about that the it's a real easy clue, but it's right under our nose and woo 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 woo. The neighbors. Think about it. Or one of the neighbors. Okay. I don't know who all the neighbors are, but there's the neighbors. This all fits into place with observation, location, somebody she knows, somebody who has a grudge or whatever, someone who's obsessed, okay? The neighbors. The neighbors. The neighbors. It don't have to even be Sue Ellen, okay? It's the neighbors. One of their children, their adult children. Anyway, let's take a look. We've been asking about everybody else, the whole Guthrie family and the whole Guthrie bloodline, but we ain't asked about the neighbors. They the closest. The closest gets the mostest. Okay? The neighbors. Okay? I mean, they could easily just sit at the table and drink their coffee, okay? And look at her house. No one would have a clue. Okay? Go over there and cut the lines and do whatever they want to do and walk back across the street, so to speak. Know about the surveillance, know where the cameras are. They just sit out there on their front porch. Okay? They want to look at stuff online. They got computers. Let's check it out. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors. Now, I don't know what all neighbors she's got around the house, okay? But this, I'm like, you know what? That fits the piece of the puzzle, is a neighbor. A neighbor. Okay? Maybe one of them little bad kids that she didn't cussed out, okay? A neighbor. Or maybe one of her Nancy's kids pissed them off. On drugs. Mental issues, whatnot. The neighbors. Let's look. What can you tell us about Nancy Guthrie's neighbors? Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, okay, that's the closest with the mostest, and that would make it so freaking easy and accessible to this lady's house, okay, and maybe went by one day and found the doors was unlocked, okay. It kept on going, but kept that in their mind. She don't like to lock her doors. Maybe at night she locks them, but I'm talking about this is somebody, okay, who's not going to be suspect, okay, because they live there. Somebody who can walk around, even though they scared and they nervous, but they can walk around, walk out all and come and go as they please because they live there. Ran home, got the car, okay, because the lady didn't died and they scared, so they didn't want to drag her out and took her somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Nancy's neighbors. What can you tell us about the neighbors? I don't know how many neighbors she's got. She's got quite a few, but the neighbors. Let's take a look at the neighbors. What can you tell us about Nancy Guthrie's neighbors? What's up with the neighbors? Any of the neighbors? One of the neighbors? All of the neighbors? What is up with the neighbors? Nancy Guthrie. Yeah. Somebody she looks at as a child, okay, or as a son. Somebody close to her. Somebody who could be come over there sometimes, be a caregiver. Oh yeah. Somebody Annie and the son-in-law will know to help them out with their mama. What can you tell us, Nancy's neighbors? And thank you for your answers. The King of Wands in reverse. Vicious, demanding, impulsive. Queen of Cups. That represents the home, the family. And see the people? See the little neighbors? Overcoming, trying to overcome the nightmares. Keep going. Knight of Cups. Bringing forth an offer. The Magician. Convincing. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, yeah, lazy, stagnation, selfish. Oh, that could be a whole bunch of kids in that area. Okay. Judgment in reverse. Nobody's noticed him. Nobody's noticed. Seven of Wands. Defensive. trying to recover on the finances, broke, spending too much money. Clarity, truth, communications. A new perspective. That's what I got. A new perspective. Oh, yeah. The Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands, okay, is wait, he's in right. Let me see. Knight of Wands. Not afraid to take initiative. Generosity. Somebody she's been generous to. Mm-hmm. Justice in reverse. Somebody who's dishonest, corrupt, and lack of accountability. Queen of Wands. She comes up in reverse. Jealous, dishonest, and manipulative. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. There's a female here and there's a female there. Six of Cups in reverse. Not being able to let go of the past. Separation. Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. It talks about daydreaming, indecisive. Okay. Somebody who got depression. They may have issues with depression, especially being next to the Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Represents a new opportunity. Oh, yeah. So now we're asking about the neighbors, and all we're seeing is everything we've been seeing. Okay. Now, my Queen of Wands and my Queen of Cups is an Annie card. Okay. But this could well be two females since they're so far apart. Okay. Two females in that area. This could represent Nancy, and this could represent a jealous, manipulating, deceitful female. Someone going in at night that doesn't belong there. Can you put that in another form? because it's not giving me clarity. So I can't get clarity if I don't have clarity. Now, don't. Okay, the thing about it is, here's the thing about it. They could well be implemented. Okay, the closest gets the mostest. But what I'm saying is somebody closer who could just walk over there. Okay, they talking about cars could be hitting this way. Car, it may not even be no freaking cars. Okay, because they just walk from their house. I'm not saying they don't have nothing to do with it, but what I'm saying is, okay, as far as somebody going up to that lady's house, okay, and being in the door, okay, who would else be than a freaking neighbor? They're going to seven to wands. I got the seven a defensive. Okay, this is somebody that Nancy was nice to. Okay, this was somebody who she exchanged favors or something like that. Okay, this is somebody close. This is somebody she knows. Okay, like I said, it's betrayal. It could be one of the neighbor's sons who knows that Savannah's on TV and all whatnots, okay, and obsessed with the daughter, okay, because like I said, these folks is on drugs. Could be, it could be, honey, okay. Let's ask, okay. We asked about Nancy Guthrie's neighbors, okay. What is going on? What goes on in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood, okay, where she lives? What goes on in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood? The Catalina foothills. Tell us about the Catalina foothills. Okay, that's the neighborhood city area Nancy Guthrie lives in. Okay, what is going on in the Catalina foothills? What activities are going on over there by Nancy's Catalina foothills home? What's going on there? In the Nancy's Catalina foothills home, what's going on, the activities over there? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What's going over there in the Catalina foothills? All of a sudden, I done got this burst of energy. Okay. Well, there's clarity. Let me see. Seven of Cups talks about daydreaming and moving forward. Queen of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Losses and disappointments and feeling trapped. Okay. The Emperor. This could be the FBI, the police. This could also be a father figure. Justice in reverse. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Looks like a new opportunity. It looks like a corrupt opportunity. Okay. Somebody who works, who is paid, okay, and they are good at what they do. This Eight of Pentacles is someone who is good at what they do. And the World in reverse. It's not over. The Devil in reverse. Freedom. Recovery. Taking control. The Lovers in reverse. Bad relationship. The Hermit in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Somebody who didn't want to be bothered. Somebody who indecisive. Afraid of change. Procrastination. Okay. And there we go again with that Queen of Cups. And the nightmares. So this Queen of Cups is having nightmares. She's trying to get over these nightmares. She's defensive. She's on the defense. Okay. From the police. Ace of Swords. There's clarity, and that's the truth. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh, we finally get the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And freedom. Somebody wants freedom with the Eight of Swords in reverse. That would be this Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone wants a change. Okay. Okay. I'm getting somebody wanted to change and somebody was afraid of change. Okay. Somebody was procrastinating. Somebody wanted to be free. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Somebody wanted to be free from instability, disharmony. Somebody needed to slow down and walk away. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't want to wait. I got two females here. It wouldn't let you go live. Girl, I be trying to get in because sometimes it won't let me go live. Can you tell us if Nancy's neighbor, okay, was involved in her disappearance, kidnap, abduction? What can you tell us? Nancy's neighbors. Was it a neighbor of Nancy's that was involved in her abduction, her disappearance? Was it a neighbor of Nancy's? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answer. Ooh. Well, geez. I could take that as a no, but I can also take it as a maybe, because a death is an ending and a beginning. Okay. I got to turn on the fan because it's getting hot in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell us more. You got the death card. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody waiting. Somebody waiting. Somebody's waiting. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to, girl. I'm trying. Okay. Somebody's waiting. Okay. Somebody's waiting on some money. They didn't get it yet because it's all on the tree. Somebody's waiting. Oh, the magician. Manifestation. Somebody is trying to manifest. That's it. Some money. It's conflict. There's conflict. The world in reverse. It ain't over. Keisha, what you doing? Recovery, freedom. Trying to get over the nightmares, the stress, the anxiety. It can also be addiction. But if it is, yeah, this would be drug addiction. And alcohol, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, depression. King of Cups in reverse. This is masculine energy coming through now. What was the question? I forgot what the question was. There we go with that Page of Pentacles. This might just be a kid. But I'm getting a new opportunity. Neighbors. Yeah, but what was the question about the neighbors? Let's see. Usually I remember the question, okay. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Letting go of people, places, and things. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, this talks about impatience, loss of focus, and unpredictable. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse talks about financial loss and missed opportunities, greed, and the Six of Cups in reverse. This might be somebody not being able to let go of the past. This may be somebody holding on to a grudge. Okay? Because they try to get their money. Okay? Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Because they have been overspending, they have been irresponsible when it comes to the money. And we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. There she go. There she go. Oh, Lord. Okay. We got to get some clarification right here. Okay. This is the second time in a row that the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups comes into play in the same position. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Could be a mother and a daughter. This lady has a cup that's full. This lady is upside down, so that means her cup is empty. Knight of Wands. Taking the initiative to separate. From the home. Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's the finances. Trying to get a balance there. Instability, disharmony, and a need to slow down. And Justice in reverse. Okay, we got some curiosity. Okay. Coming in for the clarification. Can you please clarify this read here? Okay. Clarify the read on Nancy's neighbors here. Clarify this read. I didn't forgot the question. Wow, I can't believe I didn't remember the question. We're going to get some clarification anyway. Okay? Because the energy is out there. The energy is out there. Ooh, child. This is crazy. Clarify this read, please. And thank you for your answers. Invite only. The real action isn't happening in public. Behind the scenes, the inner circle's already been chosen. Inner circle. Invite only. Somebody mad they didn't get an invite. Party scene. Oh, Lord. Okay. The vibe is social. The setting is electric. And everyone's playing a role. Some are here to connect. Some just want the spotlight. Toxic ties. This came up before. This isn't a victim villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the distraction. Okay. And misunderstood. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. Okay. Let me ask, who is trying to distract from the Nancy Guthrie investigation / abduction? Who is trying to distract? Sounds like more than one person. Okay, so who is trying to distract? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Who's trying to distract? Strength in reverse. Somebody's having a lack of courage, insecurity, okay? 5 of Cups, despair and loss. Okay. Despair and loss. So now this is where it keeps going back to a family member that we know of. Okay. That's the only despair and loss that's going on here. The King of Wands in reverse. And walking away. So it's like the King of Wands, actually, okay, this is despair and loss, okay? It's like giving me the vibe of disappointment, okay? Uh, um, and wanting to walk away. Hmm. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. They don't have no much smoke for this, okay? You know the term, you want this smoke? They don't want this smoke, okay? They want to walk away. They want to ignore and defend. They on the defensive, okay? By any means necessary. They trying to get the heck out of Dodge, as far as I'm concerned. Conflict, loss. Okay, this right here is choose your battles wisely. Okay, and they chose the wrong battle. They thought they was going to be able to get away, and because she was an old woman, and whatnot. Okay, well, you're mistaken, and now you are stagnant. Okay, you're stagnant, trying to get over the nightmares and the anxiety and recover at the same time. Trying to get free. Trying to get free. There's your distraction. And distract from the truth of the betrayal. Still standing. You're wounded, but you're still standing. Okay? You're wounded. You went out into the middle of the night and tried to kidnap an old lady or whatever you tried to do, and it didn't work. Now look at you. Now look at you. Then stab the old lady in the back, and you don't even want to have the courage, okay, or respect to even turn around and look at her. There go the Queen of Cups. Now we're talking. Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. Going out and taking the initiative, probably to clean up this person's mess. Letting go of people, places, and things, okay? Trying to recover from the overspending, the reckless spending, and the overindulgence. And ain't that the truth? Seems like this Queen of Cups has clarity. Okay? She's got some clarity going on. Even though she's trying to get over the nightmares, she's still got clarity. And the King of Swords in reverse. Ooh. We have arrogance, and we have judgmental. And once again, separation. Where's those cards? The Black Rose. Where's my black rose? There she. Oh no, that's what's tea. What's tea? Okay, we'll do what's tea. Okay, we'll do what's tea. Okay, so the question is, who is trying to distract from the Nancy Guthrie investigation slash abduction? Okay, can you clarify this reading? Okay, can you give us the tea? What's the tea on this reading here? Clarification? What's tea? What is tea? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Uh-huh. Trash, rejection, taking out the trash, kicking to the curb. Oh, somebody getting kicked to the curb. Snack, sex appeal, physical attraction, and irresistible desire. And petty, immature, small-minded, and insignificant drama. Booty call. Ooh. Beckon call, sexual invitation, all about the sex. Okay. Throwing shade, criticizing, disrespect, and judgmental. And hang up or hung up. Fixated, obsessive attachment, focusing in. And a heart fog, mixed emotions, unclear feelings, wishy-washy. And slay, succeeding, on point, and killing it, dominating the competition. Ooh. Dominating the competition. And high vibing, good vibes, living to the fullest, enjoying the present. And then somebody's on the rebound. Okay, flighty, temporary option, and unpredictable intentions. Okay, now the thing about it is, to be honest with you, when it's all said and done, it goes right back to the family. I'm not trying to go there, but it goes back to the family. And I think somebody in that neighborhood that they know, okay, walked over to that lady's house and did what they did. Yeah. Now, the thing about it is, I'm getting jealousy, manipulation, and deceit. And they think it was Savannah. But I wonder, was it Tommaso? One of the neighbors could have been jealous of Annie. and her family. Yeah, it keeps going back to the family. Two ladies, yeah. I keep getting one is a cup and one is a wine. And they keep coming up in my cards. Now I don't know what to do. And when you get to the point where you don't know what to do, grab another deck. Okay, so let's go in with we got curiosity right here. See my other card. I got curiosity. I forgot a card. It says expecting. A new life is forming. Ready or not, this changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. I just got one card hanging back. Can't wait to get this case over just because we nosy. Okay. We want Nancy to be found. But girl, you be easy. Your whole family. Up and down these Arizona streets, these Catalina foothills. What y'all been doing? Yeah. Let's ask, okay. Let me see. Oh, we're gonna get there she go. Now what you want? You wanna go that night? Oh, you trying to trick me out of a she licking her lips too. Ooh, wait. Okay. Here's a question we haven't asked. Y'all laughing. You already know. She's just gearing up. She winding up, okay? Mm-hmm. And where's your partner in crime? I don't see her. When she start doing that, okay, watch Keisha come, okay, and just sit there and look and watch. Mm-hmm. They think they just slick. Okay. Now, this is a question we haven't asked, okay? I feel that there's some triggeration. We'll say triggeration. There's some triggeration in the marriage of Annie and Tommaso, okay? And I feel it's been going on before Nancy's disappearance. So what I want to ask the cards is, what is the situation with these two here? What's going on with their marriage? Okay. Let's ask, because inquiring minds want to know. Can you tell us what is going on in the marriage of Annie Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni? What is going on in their marriage? Something is going on. What is going on with their marriage? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. What is going on with their marriage? What is going on? And thank you for your answers. Oh, by the way, this is my Stars Lighting Up the Night Tarot. Okay? I like this deck too. The Hangman in reverse. So this is somebody who's not able to let go of the past, not able to look at it in a new perspective. Okay, so tell us more. Why aren't they able to look in a new, okay, judgment. Judgment. Queen of Cups. And the King of Swords in reverse. Judgment and judgment, okay, are surrounding this lady here, Queen of Cups. Okay, and the Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, and communications. And betrayal. I think she cheated. And Chatty Patty told it. She brought forth the message. And the Five of Cups in reverse. She's been trying to recover ever since. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Tried to get away and got caught. Tried to hide it. She got caught. There's conflict. And there's money involved. And the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Waiting on some money. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. But got disappointment instead. Overindulgence. And the King of Wands. So he wants some recognition. Or he's recognized. He recognized. And the nightmares and the anxiety. And the wheel of fortune in reverse. The bad luck. There she go. What you want, girl? Are you tired of waiting too? Oh, where your sister? And being left out in the cold. Oh, 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 here she comes. Oh, Lord. I told you they ain't cahoots. Now, Keisha, what you want? Oh, you speaking for her? Oh, I think they gonna try to double team me in here, honey. I better hurry up and come up with something. I can't say the word. Okay, left out in the cold. Shut up and death. And the two of cups in reverse. So they separated. So it's the end of their marriage, okay, and they are going on two different paths, okay. Strength in reverse. So he weak, ooh, and justice in reverse. Okay, dishonesty and injustice. And the nine of wands in reverse, okay. He gives up, he surrenders, he threw in the towels. He said, F this. So he took out the mama. I'm just playing. Okay, so he decided to just chill, allegedly. Everything's alleged, okay? But it did cross my mind. And the Ace of Wands. So he took action. Interesting. So you mean to tell me that he took it out on her mama? Yeah, I see the pregnancy, but I'm putting that on the back burner. That's not the first time it came up, but I'm putting that on the back burner. 6 of Swords in reverse. Now he's not able to move on. We got delays and obstacles. The Empress. told y'all. Now, this lady ain't pregnant. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. Unfulfilled wishes. Knight of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Girl, okay. That's interesting. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go get that treat. Because she ain't go. Look at Keisha. Just sit up. Look. As soon as I go up, they go all follow me, right? Tweet. Oh. Okay. Look at them. Oh, boy. Look, Keisha. Keisha, you won't treat. Keisha walking around. She done got up, moved around now. Okay. Look. Oh, she's standing up too. Oh, Lord. Let me get these folks. Child. Oh, my God. You guys are too much. Keisha lead the way. Okay. Good. Woo. Child. Tasha licking her lips before I even set the bowl down. She licking her lips. Goodness gracious. So who do you guys think was cheating? Male or female? Who was the cheating? Who was cheating? Somebody got caught cheating. Both? Let's ask. Okay. When it comes to the relationship of Annie Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni, who was cheating in the relationship? Who was cheating in the relationship? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Who was cheating in their relationship, in their marriage? The lovers in reverse, okay? That's like both of them, okay? Somebody said both of them. There was a John and mistress. Okay, let's keep going. 5 of Swords, okay. Choose your battles wisely. There's conflict. There's loss. There's the Queen of Cups. That's the first one to come up. Partying. First one to come up. Seven of Wands. She gave up. She has no defense. And the Seven of Pentacles. She's waiting. And the Two of Cups in reverse, separation. Ace of Cups in reverse. She's pissed. She's pissed. And the Three of Wands. Waiting for the ship to come in. She's waiting for the ship to come in. This is overindulgence as well. As this is a celebration. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Depressed. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the Four of Swords. Solitude, self-love, recovery. Easy. And there go the knight in shining armor. Coming forth. I'm something for you, my darling. It's a cup. And the High Priestess in reverse. There you go. Secret come out. Justice in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Somebody wants to be free. It's the end. Walking away. Betrayal. And that freaking King of Wands. I was like, when I seen betrayal, I said, where's the King of Wands? Betrayal. Page of Cups in reverse. Emotional immaturity. At a crossroads. Got to make a decision. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about overindulgence. It talks about manipulation and financial issues. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And that's going right over the King of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Unpredictable. And Strength in reverse. Okay, I get it now. Okay. Strength in reverse. Okay. The Strength in reverse. Weaken the knees. Okay. Weaken the knees, honey. Okay. So he was taking their money and he was spending it on women. Or okay, allegedly. Everything's alleged. My interpretations. He was spending it on pleasure. Now, the thing about it is Annie comes out right away, okay? There's conflict, okay? Pick your battles wisely, pick your husbands wisely, okay? But we have partying on her right behind her. Okay? So, okay. While she was overindulging, okay, he was spending money. She was spending it one way and he was spending it another. Okay. There is no other man that comes up. As a matter of fact, the only woman that comes up is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And I believe this woman is not Nancy. I believe this woman is who he cheated with. Okay. This is who he was getting high with, who he was cheating with. Okay. That's who I believe this female is. Okay. She was getting that money. We got the generosity card or the give card. He was giving her money. So that makes sense. Okay. In this relationship. Okay. Okay. So Nancy Annie, she was done with it. I don't get, the reason why they say that is because I didn't get the Eight of Pentacles. If I got the Eight of Pentacles, a paid worker, I didn't even get the Seven of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is the generosity card. Now, he was paying on the chicks. We asking about the relationship, Colleen. We asking about the relationship and what happened with the relationship between Annie and Tommaso. This is what started it off. Okay, I don't know if you were here or if you missed that, but it started telling us about cheating and getting caught. Okay, and separation. Now we're asking who was cheating. Okay. So they both were doing something. And what I get with Annie is overindulgence. Okay. What I get with this gentleman here, her husband, is overindulgence and spending on the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they're both sneaky. So they both spending up the money, okay, in and being sneaky. So she don't know about the women he's spending the money on, and he don't know about all the drugs that she's using over here. Basically, okay, is what's going on. That's what it seems like. Okay, and I'm feeling like because they're having problems. So this has been going on. This has been going on. There has been some built up animosity. And I believe it's coming from him. Because now she wants to leave. It seems like she wants to leave. She wants freedom. Okay. And now he's pissed because he's going to be left out in the cold because his family don't have the money like her family does. And we've been together all these years. And I make one mistake and you want to leave. You know how men are. Okay. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just painting a scenario. No, she didn't go. Right, but we talking about Annie and Tommaso. Probably so, Colleen. Oh, but did you see the wedding pictures? Oh, she was beautiful. I thought she looked so beautiful. Yes. Right. Because she met him on the internet now. From my understanding, she met him on the internet, okay? And then he came out here to America. And he came out here to America. And then they got married. Okay? So that's I mean, I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but it's a scenario for sure. It's a common scenario. Okay. Now I forgot the question I was gonna ask. The next question. Okay. I gotta go to bed. Getting late. I don't know. It could be. And then Nancy went over there for dinner, okay, and set it off. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to it, okay? But it's sure is funny. So what I was gonna ask was, okay, so what is Tommaso's energy in regards to his to Annie? Okay. How does Tommaso Cioni feel about Annie Guthrie? How does he feel about her? With all that you're telling us, Tell us how Tommaso feels about Annie. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. How does he feel about Annie Guthrie? Is he angry, upset with her? Does he feel like she's got a lot of nerve? We've been married for all these years, however many years that is, okay? And you're going to just throw it down the drain, okay? Because he's going to say that he's manipulating because he's the one that's going to be left out in the cold. She probably could care less, okay? I done set up here and brought you into my family and put you in the lap of luxury. And this is how you act? Oh, she turned into a black woman scorn, honey. Okay, girl. She lucky he didn't end up like Al Green with them pot of grits. Okay. So, what do you want us to know? Mm-hmm. Yes. Is this the diary of a mad black woman? I'm telling you. Okay. Six of Pentacles. This is talking about take. And I see take money because it's Pentacles. Let's see. How does Tommaso feel about Annie Guthrie? Money, 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 money. Money. Boom, 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 ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da, ba, ba. Okay. He's looking at it in a new perspective, baby girl. Okay? Oh! And the Empress in reverse. Domestic issues. Insecurity. Okay? Uh-oh. She done brought him to his knees. And she brought him quick. She brought him quick. Yes, with that Empress, she got that stick by down. Oh, wait. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Hesitation. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What goes around comes around. Okay. And the Page of Wands. Disappointment. And the Devil in reverse. Okay, so now he's looking at it in a new perspective and he's disappointed, trying to find some way, okay, to recover. Because he feels trapped now. He feels trapped. In his mind, he's trapped, okay? He's got to deal with the life at home, the conflict, okay? At the same time, she's got the money, not him. Queen of Cups in reverse. She's pissed. Didn't I tell you? She's not even facing this. She's pissed. She's upside down now. Okay. Now she's hypersensitive. She's insecure. Okay. Can't trust him. Okay. And needy. And Ten of Wands. She's struggling. She's suffering. and the Lovers. Okay, I read that wrong. Okay, he feels trapped because of her and a burden. Okay, that's interesting. I thought the mama was a burden and the Lovers. Then we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so he's trying to avoid conflict. The King of Cups in reverse. So now he's feeling insecure. He's frustrated, okay, and he's on the defense. For Swords in reverse, we're feeling a need to slow down. And go to work. Okay. So he is determined. There's some determination. There you go. That's the star. That's the focus. He needed to get some money, okay? And he needed he was focused on some money and determined to get some money and this burden that his I guess his wife and the death card, okay? It's the death in reverse. It ain't the death the other way. This is an ending, honey. There is no beginning. And the Page of Cups. Immaturity. And betrayal. There you go. And honey, not only are the swords, but they hot swords. Look at the fire coming out. Smoking. Look at that. Oh yeah. The Magician in reverse is manipulation. And the King of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. I could look at it another way too, because I got the paid. He paid the King of Pentacles. See, because remember King of Pentacles was coming in reverse. He was broke. And it's like he came with this fishy offer to betray. the stinky offer of betrayal and manipulate this King of Pentacles here. Yep. And the Three of Wands in reverse. But there was an obstacle, a delay. Let me see. A limitation. That's more determination. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have regret. King of Wands in reverse. Regret. And Judgment in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. And it's facing the King of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, along with Judgment. So his judgment basically was clouded with deceit and jealousy. Okay? And it was so bad that it turned the card upside down. Okay? And he got smoke, fire coming out his head. Sure do. So now he's vicious, impulsive, and demanding. He didn't flip the script. Okay? And we got the Moon. And the King of Swords. And Temperance in reverse. Overindulgence, impatience, loss of control. And then we got the King of Swords in the middle of this, which is probably the police. Who knows? Something is hidden. Yeah. You know, it's funny because I remember when my boyfriend cheated on me and I'm going off on him, right? And then he turns around and tries to flip the script and get mad. I said, wait a minute. How you gonna be mad at me being mad? Okay. Oh no. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You brought this BS on, okay? But you're gonna get mad at me because I'm upset. See what I'm saying? So you see how I can click with these things, okay? I totally relate, okay? Mm-hmm. Tell it all my business, huh? Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting, okay? about what went on in their marriage, okay? So basically, they're cheaters and liars anyway, by default, okay? By default. Right, so you know what I'm saying, okay? And then get mad at you. That's just like the man who cheats on his wife. She wants to leave him, so he decides to kill her. What? I tell you, okay? So, with that said, yeah, it's a crazy world, okay? It's a ball of confusion. Remember the Temptations back in the day with that song, Ball of Confusion? That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. We had the songs back then, okay? Just get you a song from the oldie, okay? I got one for each situation, okay? Yes. He's singing Old Girl and Have You Seen Her at the same time. So, with that said, what I'm going to ask, okay, is does the FBI, who is the FBI looking at in regards to the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Who are they looking at in regards to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Who is the FBI looking at? Because you can't tell me they don't know. If we can figure this out, come on now. And we new to this. We're not new to this. Okay, they've been in this stuff for, years. Okay, who does the FBI, who are they looking at in regards to the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? The FBI. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Who are they looking at in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Oh, and when I was looking at that lady, I told you who was doing a reading on Nancy Guthrie 4 months ago, she said that they need to go back to square one and they need to follow the money. They need to look technology. They need to follow the money, the anything online. Okay, what do you call that stuff? Okay, so who are they looking at? And thank you for your answers. Technology. They need to look at the technology. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, now the Eight of Cups in reverse talks about regret, avoidance, and stagnation. Okay, so they may be trying to avoid, I don't know why, Ace of Cups. Something new, something new. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, missed opportunities. Okay, so there's a concern about the opportunities that were missed in this investigation. Okay, and trying to avoid a nightmare. The Empress. Okay, they're looking at the home. They're looking at the conflicts within the home. Okay, it also talks about being stagnant and no progression. So, okay, and the Star. Okay, so they're looking at the conflict. Four of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. And they're hoarding a lot of evidence. They're hoarding it. Okay. The FBI, the government. And they're on the defense. They're protecting it. They're protecting whatever they know, whatever they find is being protected, honey. Okay? And the four swords in reverse. So, yeah, they're protecting it. They slow down and looking at the conflict, okay? And they feel trapped. They feel stuck. And the reason why they're feeling stuck is because they're in denial. See, right here? They're in denial. Okay. And there's justice. Okay. So they're talking about decisions. And the page of swords in reverse. So it's the gossip and the rumors. And the three of wands in reverse is the gossip and the rumors is causing delays. They're causing obstacles. And death in reverse. And the page of pentacles, here we have a new opportunity. So they're putting an end to these rumors and stuff because apparently it's blocking, it's slowing them down, it's doing all kinds of stuff. And it's probably, I wonder, is it the those letters, those fake ransom notes? And the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So there's hesitation. And the Two of Swords, okay, to make a decision. The World, okay, because they know it's not over. They know they're not finished. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's not completed. And the King of Wands in reverse. Betrayal. And the Ten of Wands, not the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, okay? Betrayal and struggling. Ooh, suffering. Ooh. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So something about being insecure, frustrated, suffering, betrayal, the Page of Cups. Talks about sensitivity and naivety, okay? And the Chariot. So, to be honest, it looks like allegedly they really don't have too much. As far, they feel stuck. Okay, they feel stuck, but they're going to come out of that. They're coming out of that. Because the only person, there's really nobody that comes into the picture until we get down here with the King of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. Is there going to be a breakthrough for the FBI in regards to the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Will there be a breakthrough? Because I think that's what they're going to need. Will there be a breakthrough? Six of Cups. Okay? Six of Cups in reverse. This is the past. And it's also the children. Talks about being stuck in the past. And the Four of Swords in reverse. And Death in reverse. And the Knight of Wands. The question is, will there be a breakthrough? So the Knight of Wands may come through with some courage. This is courage here. Okay, this is an ending. And the Four of Swords. So this is, okay. This talks about being stagnant and old habits. Interesting. And there we go with the home. Yeah, the conflict in the home. Interesting. And the decision is going to be made. And so there's some type of conflict going on at the home. The Emperor in reverse. And the Four of Cups. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. Interesting. This is, here's the thing about it, okay? This right here is conflict, okay? This is conflict. This is conflict, okay? They're all conflict on the home front, okay? So there's some kind of conflict. There's strength, clarity, and strength. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles. Something new. There you go. Yeah. So there's going to be something new, a new message, something new coming through. And recovery, healing. And the King of Wands in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be, there will be a development in the Five of Wands. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Missed opportunities, greed, and financial loss. Okay. So there's going to be something good and something bad at the same time. We got two soldiers looking this way, two soldiers looking that way. Okay. And then we have justice. Yep. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And loss. It's going to come to a conclusion. Something is going to develop, okay? And it looks like something on the home front. Allegedly. Some conflicts, some disputes going on. Domestic disputes, okay? And it's gonna cause a series of events to come through. Okay? Okay. What I want to say allegedly is that this may be because the conflict gets so heated that Annie is running for the dear lives, okay, and needs protection. So she's going to come clean. And there's loss, financial loss. I could be wrong, okay, but it's my interpretation, okay, and we see what happens. So with that said, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, but most of all, stay blessed. Bye.